no, this is not a programming error. Yes, you have tuned into the right show. Welcome to Lessons in Marketing Excellence. I'm Sandeep Srikanth, and this week I'm particularly excited about our campus round because I get to drive a BMW around all day. I'm having to battle my way through Mumbai's rush hour traffic today because the institute hosting us this week is in one of the city's busiest suburbs. This week, L.I.M.E is on campus at SPJIMR Institute of Management and Research.
SPJIMR had modest beginnings in an extension of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan's campus. Today, it appears on coveted B-School rankings like the ones by the Financial Times, Business India and Hindustan Times, and has international campuses in Dubai and Singapore. The students here give great importance to music, dance and other extracurriculars, so the campus was buzzing even though L.I.M.E was there in the middle of autumn internships.
If you haven't guessed already, the case study this week for the teams from SPJIMR is from BMW, the best-selling luxury car maker that makes both young boys and grown men go weak in the knees. In 2009, the industry sat up and took notice as BMW beat long-term market leaders Mercedes-Benz to become the #1 luxury car brand in India. Since then, the company has worked hard on maintaining that leadership position. Let's take a look at the challenge the teams are faced with.
BMW has had a great run as India's #1 luxury car maker. It sold 6,246 cars in 2010, ending the year with a 40% market share, and is now focusing on further growth by increasing its production capacity to 10,000 units a year and expanding its dealership network. The company that's pulling out all the stops to strengthen its leadership position wants ideas from the teams at SPJIMR.
For us, it's a very fundamental and key question. What is the future way now for BMW here in India? And I think it includes a lot of questions. So what is the overall premium car market in India? How will it develop over the next years? What are the customers behind? What is their affinity towards premium? And how does the whole market will develop?
So the challenge for the teams is to prepare a strategy for BMW to maintain market leadership and widen the gap between itself and competition. This involves an evaluation of customer perception and the competitive environment and understanding the drivers of luxury consumption.
SPJIMR has done consistently well in L.I.M.E but has always fallen short of making it to the finals by the smallest of margins. They were 3rd in the first year and 4th in season 2. And the two teams participating this year are determined to keep that flag flying high. Our first team is Team 702, Anubhav, Uttam and Tarun. Welcome to L.I.M.E. Okay, now you guys have just come out from your internships and I'm sure you'll agree in the world out there to be a winner, you need to be a good team player. So that's what we're going to test today. We have a little parking teamwork challenge.
But it's not as simple as you think. One of you needs to parallel park this BMW. Obviously your friends can assist from the outside, but you can only use your rear view mirrors. You cannot look behind you while you're driving. You cannot hit the cones. Hitting a cone will lose you time. Obviously the quickest team wins.
Who wants to drive? I'm sure all of you do, but... So Tarun, you're going to drive?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's get started.
Bring it straight, bring it straight. अब थोड़ा घुमाना चालू कर दे. थोड़ा सा. बस.
Time to let you in on a little secret with parallel parking. It's very important to know where your left rear wheel is at all times, and it's important to turn in sharply. What they've gone and done is gone too far away from the left hand side, so he doesn't know where his left rear wheel is, and then he's trying to turn in, and that's not going to work.
It's not going perfectly inside, dude. वो पूरा बाहर जाके तेरे को वो करना पड़ेगा. टच हुआ क्या उधर? देख, टच नहीं होना चाहिए. इतना स्पीड में मत ले, चल आगे ले ले. हो जाएगा, अब हो गया.
You're done. Our second team from SPJIMR this week is a team of first years, the Spartans. Pooja, Priya and Hari, welcome to L.I.M.E. Are you ready to tackle our mega BMW parking teamwork challenge?
Absolutely.
And who's going to be driving?
I am.
Alright, so Hari, let's get going. And there you go, that's the first touch. Already losing some points there.
पीछे, stop. Go behind. Turn this side. पीछे, सामने ले. आगे ले.
The thing with parallel parking, it's a bit like management. You need to have a proper strategy and a plan. They seem to have it at the beginning, but right now, they're fumbling around.
Stop, stop. थोड़ा आगे ले. बस. Turn कर. थोड़ा पीछे ले. बस. थोड़ा आगे ले सकता है.
Okay, finally, and they've touched it again.
Shit.
They've abandoned what they were doing there. They're going to go back and start again from the beginning. I think that's a smart strategy. Let's see how it works.
Stop.
Okay, guys, you're almost there. And you're done.
My God.
702, you guys were the quickest. You did it significantly faster. You get to pick which one of you goes first into the presentation. What would you like to do?
We'll go second.
Okay, so we'll be back after this break with the presentations from the teams.
We are a little nervous and also excited. We know that the other team is very strong.
You're watching the campus round of L.I.M.E Season 3 coming to you this week from SPJIMR Mumbai. Our case is from BMW and it's really had our teams spinning their wheels and grinding their gears. Before we get to their presentation, let's meet the judges and find out what they're looking for.
My name is Christian. I'm heading BMW marketing here in India. And I think it will be very interesting to get some insights of students, how they would develop the brand BMW in India.
Hi, my name is Puneet Mishra and I work with Hindustan Unilever. I'm looking for some really deep insights on cars and car purchases.
Hi, I'm Anuradha, and one of the most exciting things on L.I.M.E is the variety of cases and the variety of industries that get covered. Today at SPJIMR, we've got a case from BMW, the luxury car market. I'm really looking forward to see how many students read this market right.
Thank you, judges. Our first team presenting tonight is a team of first years, the Spartans. Spartans, if you're ready, you'll have 3 minutes to make your presentation. Your time starts now.
We are Team Spartans presenting our case analysis for BMW India. We began with establishing the brand prism for BMW. BMW has high brand equity in the Indian market. It stands for sophistication, German engineering, luxury, elegance and style, giving the consumer sheer driving pleasure.
The major strengths identified are strong brand association and consumer retention through loyalty. The primary weakness which was identified is the lack of penetration in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. The opportunity for BMW lies in the 50% growth expected in the luxury car market and the growing income levels. The possible threats are the new entrants in the luxury car segment and the loss of potential customers due to dealer inaccessibility.
We have divided our consumers into 3 target segments. The first segment consists of aspirational young buyers who are new entrants into the luxury car space. The second segment consists of consumers who already own a luxury car brand. The third segment is the very high end for whom an automobile is an extension of their personality and lifestyle, and for them, money is no bar. These 3 segments are also clustered around different specific income levels.
Based on our survey results, consumers buy BMW because of the associations they perceive of the brand, namely power, status, quality and driving pleasure. Luxury, comfort and style are the qualities they attribute to the brand. Survey results also indicated extremely high brand loyalty and retention.
The luxury car space is poised to register a robust growth in 2011. Based on previous year's trends, total volumes are expected to reach close to 20,000 units. BMW has a potential to grab 46% of the market at 9,000 units.
In line with the growth projections for the future, BMW needs to penetrate the growing market in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. We suggest the hub and spoke model to save the cost of a full-fledged dealership. Multiple mall displays can be the spokes and an established dealer outlet can act as the hub. We estimate that one such spoke can break even by selling 16 units per year. Along with this, BMW can expand its market base through aggressive branding campaigns targeted towards buyers of semi-luxury brands in the range of 20 to 25 lakhs, persuading them to buy an entry-level BMW. There is a need also to educate potential consumers about the BMW Secure and BMW Service Inclusive services through frequent outdoor advertising and print media promotions.
We suggest introducing amateur racing motorsport with BMW vehicles in the Indian GP, which has gained acceptance as the ring taxi in German circuits. Finally, BMW could organize consumer engagement programs like the BMW 7 Series Meet to build on their consumer loyalty and retention. In this way, we believe that BMW can capture not just the numbers but also the hearts and minds of the consumers.
You mentioned Formula One, Force India. So you might be aware that BMW decided a few years ago to step out of the Formula One. I assume that we had good reasons why we did that. Now you propose that we should go back to take something out of that Formula One hype here in India with Force India. Do you really think that's the right strategy?
Since GP has launched in India, the excitement about it is really high. So when you're going into the market by giving them an experience of the ring taxi, because ring taxi is something that has not come to India, it's still in the northern hemisphere. So we are asking you to bring this experience to the Indian consumers. Basically, it's a youth connect that we wish to build over here, and it's going to be a professional experience altogether with the entire GP ready. You have your laps around, and it's more of a connect with actual driving. And that's what will bring out joy as well, because Indian consumer is still not able to understand what joy is for them.
You've talked of tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Have we already got enough out of the tier 1 cities?
There are already quite a few number of dealerships in tier 1 cities. So that's why we recommended going for a hub and spoke model. In tier 2 and tier 3 cities, there's a huge untapped market. So I think right now the larger chunk of the money and the focus should go to tier 2 and 3 cities.
Tier 1, the people we think need more of an education in terms of the services that BMW offers, because Secure and BSI is something that people will know only when they get into the dealership showroom. If they're riding a car on a highway and if they see a banner which mentions these services, they need to think upon why, if I get a choice of say an Audi and a BMW, why should I go for BMW? And these services, they are really so important, and they can be the differentiating factor. And tier 1 we think needs more of education on these lines.
You've given us an insight into the customer mind. You've said though Audi significantly lags BMW in sales, a vast majority of customers, that's 83%, consider buying an Audi more often than other brands before settling on a BMW. What kind of strengths and opportunities does BMW have vis-a-vis Audi specifically?
The major difference we identified was that an Audi is viewed mostly as a vehicle which is like it's perceived as a model of engineering. So it doesn't have the emotional connect which a BMW would probably give to a customer. It's more of customer involvement which BMW gives to a consumer. At the same time, BMW has services which it says that you don't worry, we are covering you. So we have complete cover of for the car which you are buying from us. You can come to us if you have problems. So this is the emotional connect which BMW builds with the consumer.
What do you see as threats from Audi? Because your research says quite distinctively that is in the consideration set of a person who eventually ends up buying BMW. So we need to reduce that threat, isn't it? What would you suggest?
We would suggest a better consumer connect. Now, that is something that has already been established. Now, BMW is, whereas Audi is perceived as an engineering vehicle, BMW is perceived as engineering plus performance and luxury. So, you have all three of them together. So, if you do a kind of campaigning which will bring together the emotional connect and the engineering finesse, I think that is something that will give an instant appeal to the youth.
All right, then. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done, Spartans. You were quick and precise there, very BMW-esque. And we're going to take a break here. Coming up on the other side is the presentation from Team 702.
Our primary research forms the base of our solutions. So we have understood the consumer perfectly and then driven solutions around it. So I think that will separate the other team from us.
You're watching L.I.M.E Season 3 on campus this week at SPJIMR Mumbai. Our second team to present their solutions to the challenge from BMW India is Team 702. Guys, if you're ready, you'll have 3 minutes to make your presentation. Good luck. Your time starts now.
The challenge for BMW is to sustain market leadership. The two focus areas for the company are aligning its marketing mix with the customer expectations and increasing the available market. Our primary research focus basically got insights from 80 existing and prospective luxury car customers, and we also conducted in-depth interviews with the sales team at BMW, Audi and Mercedes showrooms. The quantitative analysis of our primary data yielded 3 segments: functional, rewarding and indulgence.
Functional segment typically consists of executives who have made it big early in their life. in 35 to 45 age bracket, essentially aspirers not connoisseurs of luxury, from nuclear families where women have an important role to play in purchases. This is our focus segment owing to the volume and growth it offers and also being an entry point for the brand ladder. Key insights from this segment: style, price and accessories in descending order of importance drive purchases in this segment, not power and performance. This is because drivers cannot enjoy the power and performance of the car due to congested Indian roads. Women, increasingly important in making purchase decisions, tend to value style over performance. Since this segment is not ready to pay premium for power, Audi's A4 2.0, which trades off power for style and accessories, is perceived as a better value product for this segment compared to BMW 3 Series, which emphasizes on performance. So we recommend that BMW should stamp out Audi's challenge by launching a product from its global portfolio, that is 318 diesel variant. This has lesser power than existing 3 Series models. Even after enhancing with plush interiors and best-in-class accessories, it could be priced at around 28 lakh rupees. This forms a compelling proposition for segments seeking style over power with a differentiation of BMW's driving excellence.
Okay. On the communications part, the campaigns around the Joy platform are a little abstract for the first-time luxury customers. Our recommendations over here is to expand number of brand touchpoints and enhance the experience of existing brand touchpoints. For example, BMW studios in Mumbai and Bangalore airports, product placements in movies and ads of other luxury brands, product placements in IPL Stadium, in alumni meets of top-notch B schools. Dealerships can be expanded with brand centers and cafes. Now, to expand reach in a metro like Mumbai, micro-segment the market around expenditure pattern rather than the income pattern. In the upcountry market, expand presence in high-income belts like NRI cash inflow zones of Kerala and Andhra Pradesh, infrastructure development corridors between Delhi and Mumbai, which have high disposable cash because of profitable real estate deals. To summarize everything for you, launch 318D in a segment that prefers style over power, multiply the number of brand touch points, and expand reach. Thank you.
You suggest that we introduce the 318D. So BMW is all about joy and driving performance. 318D, how does it match with it?
We did a lot of primary research in different showrooms. So normally we went with one customer who went from a BMW showroom to an Audi showroom and then to a Merc showroom in a single day, because all 3 showrooms on a single road almost. Now, this customer which buys in the functional segment is not ready to pay that premium over power that the current BMW 320D exclusive edition offers. By launching 318D, which has a little bit of tuned down power and with much more accessories and style, which it really values, we can stiffly meet the Audi A4 2.0 challenge.
So we're talking about an entry-level luxury segment, which we expect will grow in future. And we expect people who start here will go up the brand ladder. And we don't want to miss the game here.
What percentage of BMW's total sales does the 3 Series contribute? And should they be focusing on the 3 Series is my question.
It's around 1,400 to 500 cars out of the total of 6,000 cars which they sold last year. So that comes up to around 20%. And the segment which you are speaking about, it's not necessarily 3 Series. It also encompasses the X1. This is the segment which we are talking about, the functional entry-level luxury segment, which is a mass luxury segment, so to say.
Sorry to interrupt you, just one more point. 5 Series has been the premium volume segment for BMW till now, because it was the major player and it was one of the best offerings. Now 3 Series is seeing intensive competition, and also it is one of those segments which is prone to grow in future.
You've done some good work on this whole customer expectations ranking, and it shows to me, as somebody who's not very familiar with this market, that BMW actually doesn't really figure in tops. It's actually seeming like the 3rd out of the 3. What insights did you get out of it which can be useful for the company?
Sir, when we followed one of the customers, what happened is he looked at the interiors of the car, and unfortunately he looked at the 320D corporate edition interiors, and supposedly that's a stripped down version of 320. He looked at the interiors and he was not very happy with the luxury which we are providing, the accessories which we are providing. Simple things like 6 CD changer was in there, and we had followed him from Audi, and he had looked at the interiors in Audi there, and the way in which we compared, he compared feature to feature rather than a brand and joy, and at that level he compared feature to feature and also price to price. So that's the level of comparison that's happening.
What advice would you have to dial up which of these, based on all your study, which could move BMW up this ladder?
We obviously hope that, and we are confident that the BMW would maintain its position on driving pleasure, that there's no doubt on that. We want it to be first on after-sales service and style. These are three major points that we should continue to look in future.
702, that was fantastic. We're going to give our judges a couple of minutes to decide which team gets to represent SPJIMR in the semi-final round.
Both teams believe they have won the jury over.
The brand perception which we built upon actually would have been appealing to them, because we actually had answers to their questions.
In the Q&A, we could build conversations with the judges. We could connect with them, we could get them interested.
But the jury is looking for the team with the better market insight.
I have the results with me, and the winners of L.I.M.E Season 3 on campus at SPJIMR Mumbai are 702. Can I please request Christian to tell us why they picked Team 702?
The major reason why we decided for 702 was you did exactly what I would have expected from a marketeer. So go to the customers, ask them what they really want. Go to the dealership and experience what happens there, because of course that also makes a difference how you get treated at a dealership. Very good market research, very clear and sharp on the outcomings of the presentation, and very valid points at the end of the results. Yeah?
Thank you, judges. Congratulations, Team 702. We'll see you again in the semi-final round. And that brings us to the end of this campus round of L.I.M.E Season 3. We'll be back next week from another campus. Do join us then.
We put in lots of additional effort, we put in lots of hard work which paid us, so we are really happy and delighted. The competition is going to be intense and more intense, but yeah, we are ready for it. We are going to put in lots of extra effort, and yeah, we have the right talent, so we are going to make it to the finals this year.